My tumultuous relationship with the Ducati Multistrada V4S. Seat height, I'll tell you what. I have a 32-inch inseam. I'm 5'11" and a half. Well, I used to be 5'11" and a half, so I'm about 5'11" now. And the bike is fine. It's a little taller than I would like. I can't flat foot at stoplights, but I can come really close, not comfortably. Once you turn the bike on and the suspension adjusts itself, it kind of raises you up a little bit. So if you sit on it in the factory or at the dealership, what you're going to find out is it's going to be a little bit lower because it's kind of decompressed. As soon as you turn it on, it kind of puffs up a little bit depending upon what setting you have, and you're going to find out that there are two different adjustments on the stock seat that comes with this Multistrada V4S. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to adjust not just the rider seat, but also the pillion. All right? Let's take a look after this intro that I don't have. Don't need an intro. Let's take a look. Okay, so on this bike we have the rider seat and we have the pillion. All right? We're going to show you how to actually adjust each of these seats separately on the Ducati Multistrada V4S. Let's take a look. Well, the first thing you're going to need to do this is the key from Ducati, because that's the first tool you're going to need in order to adjust the seat. Okay, so on the right hand side of the bike below the rider's seat, and right here you're going to see a key, and that's the first thing you have to do to unlock, and that's going to pop open our pillion seat. Okay, so we're just going to put the key in, turn it clockwise, and you probably heard that noise which just popped the upper seat right there. Okay, once the seat pops loose, it basically just lifts right out, and here, right here, is the connection for the heated seat. So if you want, just disconnect that, and we'll take a look at this later. One of the things you will notice is that you have this little kit down here, which is a flat tire kit, and also has the chain adjustment tool, the little tension gauge in it. I took that out. I don't need it in here. And this is Velcroed in from the factory, and it also has one of these European plugs if you want to plug something in. But anyway, just be careful with this plug right here that you don't damage the wires, because this is for the heated seat. All right, first thing you're going to notice that on the back of the rider seat is that you have these little poppets, these little thumb screws that are just snap in place. This is what you're going to use to remove your main seat, okay? And again, you still have the connector here, which is specifically for the heated seat, okay? So then you can just take this right off. And just to show you, this is also where you're going to access your Ducati battery. Right here, what you'll notice is that the front and rear seat, the riders and pillions, they are actually grooved to fit right here so that they don't go anywhere. What you'll find out is that this has a tendency to come off easily when you start taking the seats off. I like to keep them in place because you know where everything's going to be, and it'll be locked in place when I go to snap everything back in. Okay? As you can see, this is relatively simple. When you want it in the upper position, it goes in the upper position, or you can screw down with the thumb screws into this lower position. And this will probably give you about a ½ inch difference in the back, all right? So lower and upper. Simple as that. Let's take a look at the front. So the front of the seat, in the upper position, is going to be right here. In the lower position, you're going to slide it in down there. One of these two positions is where it's going to go. Okay? And you'll see that because it's these right here on the seat that are going to slide into one of these two positions. Okay, so I want to put mine down here in the lower positions. So I'm going to bring it down as far as I can. Take a look, make sure I'm going in the right slot. All right, underneath the bottom. And there it is, it just fell right in place. Now that that's done, these top pieces go in and you just simply snap them into place there. Just twist them right into place, and now we're in the lower position. If we chose the upper position here, it would have lined up with the top to make it higher. So now the front is low and the back is low, and we made sure not to clip this wire or pinch it in any way. So now that I have these set in place, real easy, I'm just going to come in here, snap it into place, and make sure that this stays out of the way. Okay, for your pillion seat, the rear hooks, which I'm going to show you in a second, can either go in these forward or rear holes. Forward holes or rear holes. Okay, that's what you're going to do. Forward or rear with the rear hooks. If this thing will focus, I hope it does. These are the rear hooks, just like this. And then the last thing that you can adjust will be this little snap. All right, this little push pin that comes in, I'll just call it a locking pin, okay? It can be in the rear position if you're gonna have it to the rear, or it can be in the forward position. So all you do is you just pull this out and you snap it around. So it's either gonna be towards the front or towards the back. I leave mine towards the front. So with mine to the rear hooks, I put all the way to the back, and then I have my pin all the way forward, which then snaps in place here. I don't know if you can see it, but when I turn the key, it'll open up and unlock the locking pin. And make sure you keep that clean and greased with some like white lithium. So what I do is I connect the electrical plug first, and after I connect the electrical plug, I go ahead and put the hooks in. Go with the rear hooks. You can feel them. Oop, nope, that's the front hooks. There's the rear hooks, and then snap it into place and remove the key, and that's it. And now it's all set. And most importantly, remember to remove the key. I know a guy, I'm not going to say his name, I know him pretty well, but he actually left the key in place and drove around. Not just there, but he also left his key plugged in to his side panniers probably about 3 times and completely forgot they were there. Thank goodness that these don't come out easy. Anyway, this is Rainbow. I hope you enjoyed this. Quick, simple, easy, how to adjust a seat. Have a great day.